Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I have a planning process for you. I am working in my classic vertical catch-all planner for the week of September 6th through the 12th. I am planning on doing a Gilmore Girls themed spread. So I actually printed out this really large picture from Stars Hollow, and then I purchased some digital images on Etsy and made them into stickers that I plan to use on my spread. I love the Gilmore Girls, love watching it every year, and I just restarted it for the fall. I also pulled out the sophisticated floral sticker book because I really wanted a neutral look to go with all of this color. I will link everything that I use down below. Otherwise, I'll put you on fast forward. Let's go. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is cut down this photo to the correct size. So each Happy Planner classic size page is 7 inches wide and 9¼ inches tall. So I'm going to cut these two to 9¼ inches and then kind of measure out where 7 inches will land and make sure the two pieces match up. Eventually, most of this gets covered because you put your planning boxes and stuff, but for me, it's one of those things that I know it's there, and I know that it happens to be a picture of Stars Hollow. I could have picked any fall foliage picture probably, but I went with the Stars Hollow sign, even though it gets, covered up by the vertical boxes. Doesn't bother me. So trimming this out, and then I want the two pages to kind of match up, so I'll trim from the other end this way to make sure that I will have the two pieces match up as if it's one big photo, and it comes out super cute. I really like it. I think it would be fun to do an insert page with something like this, with a big photo like this, and maybe add some boxes just around that list out your favorite Gilmore Girl quotes or some of your favorite episodes. I know it's a really popular show. I love watching it. It's kind of the perfect background show for when I'm working because I can tune in and out. I've seen it so many times that I know what's happening, so I never get lost, but I can get work done at the same time. So I absolutely love this show. Okay, I'm trimming out my boxes now, and then I'm just going to punch holes in my big pieces and my background pieces right here. Funny story, I threw away the bottom of my Happy Planner hole punch. Like the black piece that keeps all the hole punch pieces there, I threw it away. So I don't know how I threw it away, but I think it just got mixed up in my trash and it's gone. So whenever I punch holes, all of the little pieces of paper get everywhere. So it looks like I'll be in the market for a new Happy Planner punch pretty soon because it kind of drives me nuts that all the pieces are everywhere. All right, so I'm getting the boxes laid down on the page first. I do make sure that I line them up left to right just so that it's even going across. So you see I'm trying to make sure my pages are right. And yes, it does cover up the full Stars Hollow sign, but that's okay. One of the stickers that I printed out also has the Stars Hollow sign. So it kind of brings it in anyway. Okay, so I'm approaching this a little bit differently than I maybe would a normal planner spread. I'm going to start out with the days of the week at the top. This is from Handwritten Plans, which is just a great sticker book to have in your basics just because it has a lot of words that are hand lettered out that you use all the time in planning. But the word that it doesn't have is the word practice, and I really wish it did. So if you know a sticker book that has the word practice, that would be super helpful for this sports mom because I need like a whole book of things that say practice. Okay, so I'm going to take my attention over to the dashboard. I do a lot of the decorative stuff first. A few of the decorative pieces, getting them in place first on this spread, where normally I start out doing a little bit more of a functional feel. And the reason is I just wanted to make sure I had my favorite images included on here. And I also just wasn't sure how they would fit around. It was kind of, when you're working with stickers that are different than what you normally work with, then it was kind of throwing me a little bit. So I wanted to make sure the decorative stickers were in place. I knew that the functional boxes and things I do for my schedule and for daily tasks and things like that were going to be super neutral because the background is so rich. The stickers were really the big impact moments on this page. And so I wanted the other boxes to be just very neutral and in the background. All right, definitely want to include the Gilmore Girls logo right here, and that kind of defines the page. And of course you have Rory and Lorelai in the corner right there, and really those are the ones I'm going to focus on. The images I bought also came with a couple of the guys that are around, but I'm going to focus just on Rory and Lorelai for this spread. Even though I do like to decorate my planner, I absolutely have to have it be functional. And the way I do that is at the top of my catch-all planner in these vertical boxes that are in the top row, that's where my family's schedule goes. So any events, for instance, it is soccer season and baseball season around here. So we have lots of games that start on this particular weekend, a ton of practices, just kind of all the things. So I'm layering boxes in different ways. And again, choosing these super neutral boxes, it's kind of like a peach and kind of I don't know, a neutral tan color. And I'm trying to figure out how I can work in some more Gilmore Girls images, but really I just need the boxes there. So making notes for all of the games that are on Saturday and Sunday, and then we do not have school on Monday or Tuesday of this week after one is Labor Day and one maybe a teacher work day. Not totally sure why we don't have school on Tuesday, but we don't. So I want to add boxes to make sure I remember there's no school, but there is still practice. So I'll be labeling some of the different practices. It's not always going to be artistically pleasing, I guess, or, you know, not formulaic in that I can layer boxes in a certain way because our schedules aren't always the same, but that's okay. That's the fun of planning. This is to help me stay organized, but it's also a creative outlet. So it's fun to kind of play with that, kind of going back and forth. All right, so there's my Stars Hollow sign, perfect, and then Rory in her Chilton uniform, and that'll go over here in the corner on Monday. And you can see I'm kind of mixing back and forth between the function and the decorative, and that's just because of the type of spread this is. Of course, the Luke's Diner sign is a big part of the Gilmore Girls look, and so I definitely want to include that. But we also have just more things going on. I'm referring back to my monthly spread at this point to make sure I have boxes for everything. And then, as with most family life things, there will be stuff that's added during the week, so I don't want to fill out my spread completely with stickers. I do like to fill up my spread. I do like it to look very full, but I do always have to leave just a little bit of room because sometimes we have to add things on the fly because that's just how family life goes. All right, so my middle row of boxes I use to record tasks. So this is a daily task list, and it gets added to throughout the week. I have certain tasks that I do on each day as far as chores in the house, and so I can fill those in at the beginning of the week. But things come up, and you have errands and things like that, so I fill it in that middle group. And I like keeping it organized the same way each time, even though it might feel a little bit repetitive, but for me, it helps keep me organized. It helps me put together a spread faster because if I changed it up all the time, I feel like I would have decision paralysis on where things went. So by just determining ahead of time that certain parts of my life are going in certain areas makes it easier for me to put the spread together. It makes it easier for me as I'm just glancing through my planner to know where to look for certain things. So I have a couple of these really cool notebook paper looking pieces, and then I'll add these gray headers that say today and to do, remember, and focus, things like that. And I always like to alternate so that all the task lists don't look the same, just to change it up a bit. Okay, so now I'm flipping through handwritten plans to see what words are available. So I'll stick with September because that's the month and I covered up the month or cut it off of the page. And just seeing what else I have. There's some meetings that are this week, so I can add a meeting sticker right there. I'm trying to figure out where I want to add it so that I can label what the meeting is. It's kind of tricky, and then I tear a sticker, and so we're going to have to just go like this. Okay, and like I said, I'm kind of bugged that there's nothing that says practice or game or something like that. So, well, there's games, there's the game, but there's nothing that says practice. So again, if you have a good book, maybe there's a book I don't know about that has the word practice written over and over, because that would be super helpful. All right, I'm going to label all of these. I'm just looking through, and then I'll use the word plan to add to this little tab on these notebook looking pieces because that'll be the plan, like the plan for the day. And that'll work. Here's my last ditch effort to try to find practice. I was like, I must have missed it. Surely there's something that says practice and I'm just not seeing it, but alas, it just didn't work out. Once I have all of that functional stuff in place, so now I can really focus on decorating. So that third row of boxes, I have some options. Sometimes I do trackers there. Sometimes I have boxes about things I'm reading or overall goals or focus for the week. I can change it up. In this case, I'm going to kind of focus on it being decorative just because I was so pumped about this Gilmore Girls spread. So I'm kind of figuring out where I can position things, and I'll start putting those stickers down. I have 5 groupings of people, 1 with Rory by herself, 4 groupings of Rory and Lorelai, so it's an odd number and it works out really nicely. And then I wanted for sure to include Luke's sign, and actually later on I'm going to pull in 1 more sticker of Rory because it fits in. I had kind of a blank space that I could fill in. All right, adding all of these stickers down. It's fun to buy these images and create stickers from them and use them in your planner, especially if you have something that you're just excited about that's really specific. It can be a lot of fun to create a unique planner spread. I don't always have time to do it every week, to change up my planner that much every week, but it is fun to change it up every now and then. Okay, I did find a sticker that says it's a perfect day to start, and then I liked Gilmore Girls. Like, it's a perfect day to start Gilmore Girls because that is the plan for the week, is to start rewatching Gilmore Girls for the umpteenth time. I also found another really good sticker in the Sophisticated Floral sticker book that says time for coffee, and I will add that up there at the top with Rory and Lorelai because that is of course very appropriate for them, near where the Luke sign is. And now I'm looking for a quote. I feel like I need a quote at the bottom right. And so I have this one that says enjoy the little moments, and I'm just going to kind of nestle it in here between these 2 stickers, and it takes up that space nicely, fills it in, brings that pink color around just a little bit. And now I'm just flipping through to see if there was anything else I wanted to use in the sticker book. I think maybe I'll grab one of these, but in the end, I don't really need, it's got a lot going on already. I do end up grabbing one more sticker of Rory and adding it in. And then of course the numbers right here, these are stickers from Paper House Production where they have a ton of different numbers. And so I like adding those for the dates. And otherwise, this planner spread is done. I hope you enjoyed watching me put together this spread. Let me know below if you are a big Gilmore Girls fan. I'd love to hear it. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I've linked supplies down below if you're interested in checking them out. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day. Oh, and I want to give a huge shout out to my Scrappy YouTube members. Thank you so much for all of your support. If you're interested in finding out more about Scrappy YouTube membership, then make sure to click that join button or check the link in my description box. All right, I hope that you have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.